Hey everyone, this is Lilian Silva. I'm the Forage Specialist for Clemson University, and I just want to show this mixture, same mixture from the previous video, a little more in details. So right now I'm just pointing some things out. So let's start from a good spot here that's showing what we have in mixture. So we did have radish. You can see some radish here, some radish on the corner there, and then we have cowpea in this mixture. We have pear millets, sun hemp, and I'm going to try to spot some forage soybean around here, and if I find, I'll just point out later. But some things that I just stopped on this place here because I wanted to just discuss some points. So one of them being what we see after the animals graze these species. So let's just start from the beginning. We established this plot in May 16th. So what you're seeing here is the growth since then, and then the animals have been grazing this area. But I wanted to point out this is sun hemp. For those of you that are not familiar, with sun hemp, let's just really give a close look. You can see the plants here, they were eaten. So here's a plant that haven't been grazed from the top, for example. You can see it's a red flowering. And then we come back here for the ones that the animals came around and consumed the tops. So you see that when the animals are eating the top part, you start seeing these rents coming out from the sides. And really it's beneficial because, for example, this one here, it is going to be having more forage produced because it's producing more leaves, and that material will be consumed by the animals later on. And also we have pear millets here that have been grazed. So if you ever heard me talking about especially about the summer annuals, I always emphasize how we are required, we really need to make sure that we're managing them properly to guarantee that we're not going to be overgrazing and grazing too low in the ground, because that's going to be removing the growing points from the plants. So for example, pear millet here, when we're talking about the growing points, we're talking about this part here that you see where the leaves are coming from. And you see that the animals removed some of the top here, but we still have the growing point for this plant right here. And the rotation is not done yet for this grazing cycle. So some of these plants are closer to the height that we're using, the stubble height that we're using. Most of them are taller yet because the animals will be grazing this area for at least one more day, just based on the stocking rate that we're using. But you can have a general idea of how this plot looks like, and you can see how much biomass we still have. So that's the reason that we're not yet done with this rotation for the animals here. But also something that I want to point out, so there will be some plants, some parts of some plants that the animals, as they walk, and I'm trying to point this out, but as they walk through the area, you see some parts where they open up the path where they were going through. Some plants will be just stumped and on the ground, but it's fine. Most of them will just recover and will continue to be here for the next grazing. And I just found a forage soybean plant, so I'm just gonna point out here because it's part of this mixture and it's a good source of nitrogen for the environment, for the diet, and definitely something that it's helped to have in the mixture. So I'll cut this video off. Make sure that you watch the next one as well.